Woo! It's movies with Bruce, baby. We've had an interesting night out here in my neck of the woods. We've had a power outage for about an hour, hour and a half. Power's back on. Thank you, Appalachian Power Company. We had a pretty good size outage as well. If you don't know this, where I have, everybody knows I have the ferrets, I get very nervous about power outages. So I was actually able to, and you can probably do this whatever area you're in. Just a heads up tip real quick, because we just had a power outage. Number one, make sure you get your flashlights and candles and everything. But I went up on the Appalachian Power site and signed up for them to send me not only text messages but emails when the power goes out. And man, guys, it worked perfectly, because I'm always nervous about that happening. Maybe while I'm at work, if the power was to go out, the ferrets can get overheated and die, basically. So get on their website and see if you can't get text messages for power outages. But hey, you know me, on these movie reviews, I like to set the stage a little bit. I like to give you a mindset or a specific emotion or a philosophical question for you to think about or whatnot while you're watching the movie that we're going to review. So today, if you ever wanted to be somebody else, and I'll bet you that every person that just heard me say that, well, duh, Bruce. I think it's human nature to want to be somebody else, is it not? Or want to be a different way than what we are. Maybe you'd want to be a superhero or a world-renowned artist or a world-renowned author, maybe. A psychic. Maybe you'd like to be a psychic. Or maybe you'd just like to be a high-paid athlete. Who knows? But yeah, I'm sure that at some point in your life, you've said, I don't want to be this anymore. I want to be somebody else, or I want to have a different type of life. Well, what about whatever powers that you might imagine that you have? They'd be superpowers. They'd be magical powers. What kind of powers? Would you be able to move objects? Would you think that would be something that in your new life you'd want to be able to do? Or maybe you'd want to change your appearance. And remember, in one of the movies, the girl just like that, and she goes from blonde to brunette to redhead. She's boom, just magic, But anyway, you want to change your appearance? Would you want to be able to fly? Maybe with an assist of a piece of equipment. I won't give it away. But anyway, maybe you'd want to disappear. Just be able to boy, that'd been cool if I could have edited the video and disappeared, wouldn't it? So, have you ever wanted to be somebody else? Have you ever wanted to have any sort of abilities like that? In today's movie, it's kind of just like that, except it's the opposite. Okay, so there's where I'm going to throw that in there. You see, Sam can do all those things. Sam can fly. Sam can make objects move. Sam can disappear, and so on and so forth. So the problem is, Sam, just like us, wants to be something different than what Sam is, and Sam would like to give all that up for love. Sam wants a life full of love and doesn't think that lifestyle that they have now is going to interchange with real love. Okay, I'll give this. Okay, all right, we'll do this. 1964, okay? That's way before a lot of you guys were born. 1964, there was a TV show started, a series that ran to 1972. In that, it featured someone very special, someone gifted, shall we say. Their one wish was just to be normal. Somebody would say that Samantha bewitched Darren and settled down for a not-so-normal wife, life, and marriage. Now, we gave it away, didn't we? All right, in today's kind of sort of remake of Bewitched, Nichole Kidman's character is trying out. Okay, so Nichole Kidman's character is trying out to be Samantha on a movie about a remake of the TV show Bewitched. Very interesting storyline. Will Ferrell plays a character, Jack Wyatt. Now, Jack Wyatt is a loser Hollywood actor who thinks that he's going to revamp his career by playing Darren on the TV show. So he's like, Mr. In Charge on the remake of Bewitched, where he's going to play Darren. So, Will Ferrell, Jack Wyatt. Nichole Kidman plays, or her character is trying out for Samantha. All right. Here's the twist. Now, this is really cool, and you're going to love this movie, okay? Nichole Kidman's character's name is Isabel. That gives you a little bit of a hint, doesn't it? Isabel, whose nose twitch, I can't do it. I can make the noise. Okay, well, nothing happened, so obviously my nose twitch doesn't do much for anybody. Anyway, Nichole Kidman's character, Isabel, her nose twitch lands her the part of Samantha, okay? But, get this, Isabel is a witch, is a real witch, okay? So now they're retooling the old TV show where everybody thinks that the TV show was fake, Samantha was fake, Darren was fake, the whole thing was fake, right? So here comes Will Ferrell's character, Jack Wyatt, and he's going to play Darren, who's supposedly in love with this TV show witch for a wife. The only problem is, Isabel, who tried out for the part, is a witch. Golly. Almost no one in any way, when you watch Isabel navigate life, she's come from a witch where she can just snap her fingers and have anything she wants to a normal life, okay? So she tries to navigate all these human emotions, and she's like an elephant in a china shop. She ain't got a clue. Jealousy and love and anger and rage and all this, she's never had to have it because she could just snap her fingers and get whatever she wants, or become invisible, or have a superpower, or levitate something. And she's not going to do that anymore. She's sworn off of it. Kind of like Samantha on Bewitched, right? So you're seeing what seems to be a real life play out into Samantha. All right, now, all the while the movie plays great homage to the TV show Bewitched. And Dora is hilarious. Her mom, Uncle Leo. Wait till you see who plays Uncle Leo. You're going to love this movie. Uncle Leo is spot on. I mean spot on. And he just looks like he just walked out of the office. All right, even Aunt Clara shows up with a doorknob or two. So the movie is great. But can Isabel tell the narcissistic Jack Wyatt that she's a real witch and continue not just the TV show, but the romance that's struck up between the two of them? Let's see how that goes. Will Isabel's father, who is played perfectly, Nigel, who's played perfectly by Michael Caine, will he allow this relationship to develop? It's not just an on-screen TV on the set. They're falling for each other off the set. 2005 reimagined, retooled Bewitched. Will Ferrell, Michael Caine, and I am not a Nichole Kidman fan. I'm just not. And I think that she was delightful in this movie, and I think that she really, really, really enjoyed playing the part of Isabel trying out for Samantha in Bewitched. When you watch the movie, I think you're going to come back here to Movies with Bruce and say, I agree with you, I'm not a Nichole Kidman fan, but she really just had fun with that. Will Ferrell, the only thing I would say to you, sir, watch yourself in Elf, watch yourself in Bewitched, and compare it to some of the other characters that you played. These two movies were great for Will Ferrell. Guys, what's going on at the movie theater in your area? In Tennessee, we were going to be open one day, and then we're closed for a day, and now we're supposed to be open at the end of the month, but we might be open at the middle of the month. We don't know. So I haven't heard anything definite about the movie theaters being open, drive-ins or otherwise, and I haven't heard a single thing from a single theater in my area in forever. I understand that some of the theaters are doing upgrades and painting and changing out stuff, and I'd love to tell you all exactly what theater it was and what's going on, but I haven't heard anything from anybody. So, Movies with Bruce, I want you to go back to 2005, and I want you to watch the remake, the retooled Bewitched, and I think it's a good movie, and I think they nailed the remake. Hey, shout out, Bomber. Thanks for the shirt. If you're out there and you're listening, Bomber, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and hey, maybe one of these days we won't have any doubt about anything, will we? Guys, thank you for watching Movies with Bruce. Hope everybody has a great night, and I'm glad the power's back on. Ferrets are asleep, and that's where I'm headed right here in a second. Thursday, Movies with Bruce. Like and share, please. I'd like to make this audience a little bit bigger. And give me your comments. Have you seen Bewitched? Have you seen a movie that's been remade? I think another one that I enjoyed was Beverly Hillbillies. But 2005 remake, Will Ferrell, Nichole Kidman. This is a good movie. It's funny, and it's maybe some time for something funny. Look it up, guys. Tell me what you think of Bewitched.